Hi. I do think this is working. Well, here we are. It's sunny. The birds are singing. I'm Rebecca from Conquer Books, and there are books to talk about today. Do. I'm just joking. We're doing a live video today, but this is where we would normally, Nicole and I would roll the logo and the song, and we would start over, make sure we know what we're talking about, but it's just me today. This is our first live video from Conquer Books, and Nicole is at her house. I'm here at my house, and hopefully you're at yours, being safe. Nicole and I have still been talking about books, and recently have been most active on the Facebook page, though we've gotten a few videos up as well. During this pandemic, we're fortunate to be doing well if things are different. Nicole and I are both homeschooling kids and trying to find teeny tiny bits of time to write and pockets of time to read. Our city only has 40 cases of COVID-19 right now, and a lot of people are self-isolating at home. We are really focusing on essential workers right now. Nicole and I actually live in two different cities, but they're right next to each other, and it feels just like the same place, like most things in Wisconsin. What's new? Well, as you can see, my hair is getting longer. Yeah, I make that lame joke in just about every Zoom call, but the truth is that's really all I have to talk about right now. My life is at a bit of a standstill, and the only thing that's slowly changing is my hair. Anyways, back to books. I just finished reading The City We Became, and Nicole's copy came late. She actually just got it, because the pandemic. Also because she insists on collecting signed copies because she knows what's up. So I'll reserve my official review for when Nicole and I can do it together, or at least together but apart. However, my prediction is I think that Nicole's really going to like The City We Became. It's got lots of weird, it's got diversity, it's got humor and darkness. It's extremely timely, so I really hope it's going to be Nicole's jam. I think she'll like it. But what I really want to talk about is a pandemic. A pandemic that wipes out 99.4% of the world's population in the span of a month. It's a weaponized strain of influenza. The survivors begin to build a new society and war against each other. I'm, of course, talking about The Stand by Stephen King. I read The Stand about 2 years ago, and I've been eager to get back into it. I actually just bought the copy because I realized how much I really wanted to read it during this time. I know not everybody is up to read a book about a pandemic, and that's totally okay. But it's not only a great book, I feel like it's kind of a coping mechanism. Like, at least things aren't that bad. Stephen King bad. So you can see it's a hefty book. I'm going to read the 1,100 page book this month and make a video, but I need your help. The Stand is very timely because of the current pandemic, but it's also not even close to being a new book. And as many of you know, on our channel, Nicole and I usually review new books that are, days out of their release. But for this book, I have a couple of ideas and would appreciate if you voice your opinion in the comments of which video you think I should make. So 3 options. If this were an official Conquer Books video that we pre-recorded ahead of time, you would see like a big 1 next to me for option 1. So you'll just have to do some imagining. So option 1, because The Stand was published in 1978, I'm not too worried about spoilers with this book. If you were going to read it, you probably would have read it by now. So option 1 is a video proposal that summarizes all 76 chapters in under 10 minutes. Wait, in under 15 minutes. So if you're not going to read this huge, heavy book, but still want to know what happens, this is the option for you to vote for. Option 2, and imagine there's a big 2. Option 2 is for real pandemic fanatics. If you vote for this option, I'll make a video that breaks down our current pandemic against the fictional pandemic in The Stand. There's lots of similarities, but man, are they different. Option 3, this is the why you should read it video. Maybe you haven't read The Stand yet because you're not sure if it holds up, if it's still relevant and good. I mean, it is from 1978 after all. And there's just not a lot of urgency to get to this huge book by Stephen King at this point. So if you choose this video option, it's going to be the closest to our traditional book reviews, but it'll center less around summary and more around a compelling list for why you should finally get your butt in gear and read The Stand by Stephen King. So again, please do let me know in the comments what kind of video I should make after reading Stephen King's The Stand. Option number 1 is a 76 chapter summary in under 15 minutes. Option 2 is contrasting the fictional pandemic with our own real life one. Or option 3, a video that will finally convince you to make the plunge into the horror novel. So please do post in the comments what video you'd like to see. If the video goes well, I might do something similar for Wanderers by Chuck Wendig, which Nicole and I reviewed last year, but I am itching to read that too because it's focusing, of course, on a pandemic. And Wanderers actually opens, the first chapter is set on June 3rd, so I plan to read it in line with how it progresses. So thanks for stopping by. This was our first live video for Conquer Books on our BookTube channel, and I hope you could hear me that entire time. Nicole and I miss the world. Bye.